Hi, folks. Andrew here. I'm going to talk about Age of Attraction. That's the show on Netflix. I recently watched it. I know this is way outside of my comfort zone, but there are, I wrote down 17 random facts or random questions or random statements, I should say. They're not facts, they're just statements and concerns or thoughts. Thoughts is a better thing. 17 random thoughts that I had while watching this show in no particular order, and it's not meant to bash or uplift anybody, just random thoughts that I had throughout the show. So I wanted to put them out there. I was so wrapped up into the show, and I don't know why. Okay, here they go. In no particular order. Some of them were from the show itself. Some of the thoughts were from the reunion show. Keep that in mind. Okay. Number one, I was expecting a train wreck type of show, and I was a bit wrong. Yeah, I didn't think it was a train wreck. Number two, a lot of these older chicks were pretty hot. I can say that because I'm in the older category. So, yeah, some of those older chicks were pretty hot. Number three, why do all the young guys have beards? That was just a thought. I mean, it seems like all of them had beards, but I'm sure there's a couple of them that didn't. Number four, no fat people? Can't fat people be attractive? Everyone was thin. They had abs. They had muscles. You don't see that in everyday life nowadays, right? So that was just one of the things I had. Number five, how much do the participants get paid for this show? Now, we did find out at the reunion that they did not get paid. Keep that in mind. We found out at the reunion they did not get paid. Number six, who pays for everything? I would assume Netflix and the series or the producers or the show or the sponsors or somebody pays for everything, right? Okay. Number seven, the older chicks weren't afraid to talk about wanting sex. The younger chicks never brought it up. Something that I found pretty interesting in there. Okay. Number eight, how can I get on that show? That was a thought I had. So I got to look into that. Number nine, some of those guys were too sissy ish. They were. Some of those guys were way too sissy ish. Number 10, do they all bring their own wardrobe? If not, who dresses them? Everyone had on very nice, elegant attire for a lot of the stuff. And they had all kinds of costume changes, if you will, as well. Number 11, does everyone have to produce a recent blood test to be on this show? Again, random thoughts as I'm watching this and watching the reunion and the show and everything else. Number 12, what criteria is used to pick the contestants? Yeah, I'd like to know that. Number 13, why are there not more people with the same name? Right? John's a common name. Chris is a common name. The different common names. Why were there not more people with the same name? Yeah, once again, random thoughts. Number 14, why Vancouver of all places? And where were they at the first part of the show? They never mentioned that. If they did, I didn't catch it. Then to follow up to that, Vancouver is an absolutely stunning, beautiful place. Wow. I never noticed it like that. The way they filmed it, the way they shot it, the city itself was beautiful. So Vancouver, thumbs up. Number 16 and number 17, these are for the contestants. All right, the final contestants that made it to the Vancouver place. And these are the thoughts I had about the contestants. Keep that in mind. Teresa, by far the hottest. Absolutely. Libby had the best body. Yeah. Again, she's also young, so that really helped out. Leah, way too bossy. Pfeiffer had no depth. I didn't think so. Vanelle seemed very indecisive. And Vanessa seemed stuck on herself. It's just my observations. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but that's the observations I have. I also understand that a lot of the editing had a lot to do with this as well. I keep that in mind. Okay. Now the guys. Jorge was way too full of himself. I thought so. Andrew, down to earth. Derek was a cool dude and was probably the most likable character on the show. Chris was too much of a little child. John was a class act all the way. Logan seemed like he could be pushed around by just about anybody. My thoughts. So there you go. My 17 thoughts on the Age of Attraction. Could be totally off base. And again, I know a lot of this has to do with the editing of everything. So, but those are my observations. Those are my thoughts. The things I thought that as I was watching the show, things that randomly popped into my mind. And I also started writing them down later on. Okay. There you go. Let me know what you thought. Were my 17 random thoughts accurate? Let me know your thoughts. Okay. I'll stop it here. My name is Andrew, the face who runs the place. Until next time, ciao.